Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and if you've decided to play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, then this video is for you. The goal for this video is to show you what the first 10 levels look like, to kind of introduce you to what you're going to be facing and the kind of stuff that you'll be seeing. Now, I will be putting out videos for every 10 levels, so this is the first 1 through 10, the next will go 11 through 20, so on and so forth, all the way till we get to the very top. Now, this is going to kind of give you some insight, some additional information that you may want to consider when playing these first 10 levels. Now, things like this, most people are already familiar with games like these, and so you probably already have a really good understanding or a pretty good idea of what to expect, but this will just give you a video guide as to what to expect. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, first and foremost, guys, this is a really fun game. It has a lot of great value. It has a lot of fun opportunities. It allows you to pit different characters that are in-game, obviously, against other ones. One of the first things that you're going to know is this game can be frustrating, just like that freaking Hutt who knocked you over in the opening credits. So far, the one thing that I've always wanted to do that we haven't seen so far is I've wanted to be able to attack that Hutt. It's frustrating. But what you need to know is the first 4 levels, roughly 4 levels of this game, are kind of spent in tutorial mode. They will give you an introduction as to what to expect, what a debuff is, what a buff is, specifically how they are used in this game. It'll introduce you to the ideas of crystals, the costs of things, and you will get your first 4 characters. Now, the first 4 characters that you rush into, or that you meet, are the Clone Sergeant, Baby Luke, or Farm Boy Luke, as he's actually named in the game, Jedi Consular, and Clone Wars Chewbacca. Now, of these 4 initial characters, Clone Sergeant is still viable in-game. Farm Boy Luke is still viable in some aspects of the game. You will need him to unlock certain characters. Jedi Consular is okay. Clone Wars Chewbacca, okay as well, but he's kind of a running joke when it comes to capital games. The thing about this is, right off the bat, you need to know that while these characters aren't all viable in-game, you're not there yet, and it's going to be a couple of months before you are there. So don't feel bad if you go after these characters, if you raise them up, if you level them up, if you put gear on them. Those types of things you shouldn't actually worry about at this point. There will be a point where you'll want to stop that, but for now, feel free to level them up, train them up, get them up. Now, I personally liked getting Clone Wars Chewbacca to one of my higher levels until I can start unlocking other characters, simply because he's a tank. He's a fun character. He doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles that a lot of our end-game characters have, and that's fine. But he's a good, effective character for the beginning. Now, once you get to the first 4 levels, what you're essentially doing is you're going through the light side nodes of this game. Within those nodes, there are normal and hard, right? And so those are the things that you'll be focusing on currently at this level. But the first 4 levels are specifically focused on the light side nodes. It is very easy to level up in these first few levels. The first 10 levels go by pretty quick. I actually did this event. I actually went through and got to level 10, and it took me about 35 minutes. This video won't be 35 minutes because that's ridiculous. The first thing that you should do after you've kind of been given the go-ahead to play around, explore, you should definitely switch the speed of your battles from 1 times speed to 4 times speed. My goodness, it makes a huge difference, guys. The video that you're watching now is actually 4 times speed at 200% speed. So obviously, but that's editing stuff. It's very slow in the beginning, and you don't actually know how slow it is. You don't realize how slow it is until you're used to being at 4 times speed, and you're like, oh my gosh, how did I ever deal with that? Now, once you finish the first row, the first set of normal light side battles, you will be presented with Ewok Scout. Ewok Scout is part of the Ewok faction, and he can be useful in the Rancor raid, which we'll introduce in another video. But he's definitely one character that you may want to consider using in the C-3PO events. Unlocking C-3PO is part of a special event, and you do need Ewoks for it. But with that, you just have to know that your Ewoks are great. One of the things that makes Ewoks, this particular Ewok, so good, and that's sarcasm, but useful, definitely, is the fact that he has a turn meter mechanic. And that is one of the things that you're going to want to know and be able to use in this game. Removing a character, your opponent's ability to go, makes you go faster, so on and so forth. It's important. So he's not a bad character, but again, not someone that you'll use throughout the game. Again, he has his uses for sure. Once you finish the first level tier 1 nodes on the light side battle, you will actually be able to unlock the hard nodes on the light side battle. Now, the hard nodes on the light side battle is where you will get some really good characters. What you need to know about the hard nodes versus the normal nodes is that normal nodes will focus more on gear and equipment and stuff like that, whereas the hard nodes, specifically for the light and dark side, will be focused more on giving you characters to unlock, right? So if you defeat it, you get a chance to get a character shard. Those character shards add up, and then you can unlock the characters or promote them to higher level. The early on nodes are pretty useful, and they do have some very, very beneficial characters for end game, and we'll talk about that later. With this, guys, I've got to point out that as you progress through these levels, do make sure that you're adding gear. Do make sure that you're raising the levels of your characters. The last thing that you're going to want to do is actually waste energy and time because you lost when you just forgot to raise a character. It does happen, right? Early on characters, early on battles are hard at your level because that's what they're supposed to be. But if you will level up your characters, it's not as problematic. Now, again, I want to point out, guys, that it's okay to level up these characters here because you're using them now. It's important to remember that because a lot of people will freak out. They're like, well, I don't know if this character's good. I don't know if this character's bad. At this point, most of the characters you get will be good enough for where you are now. And that's what's important to remember. Moving on, once you are doing these battles, you'll eventually get to level 6, right? Level 4 to level 6 is a pretty quick jump if you're just going through it. But once you get to level 6, you are going to unlock your daily activities. Once you get your daily activities, this is where a lot of these early levels will be gained. In fact, from 6 to 8 go ridiculously fast because if you're going through doing the dailies, you're just going to get experience points like crazy. The daily activities are what keeps people coming back, right? You gain experience, you gain crystals, you gain credits, you gain something that's really important a little later is sim tickets. The sim tickets are the things that allow you to simulate an event. Once you have hit 3 stars, instead of having to replay it, you can just sim it. It is so nice. Very, very useful. And it kind of gives you a sense, especially early on in the first few levels, of what to expect. Now, later on, when you get to guilds and you can actually join a guild, most guilds require you to at least log in every day and finish your daily abilities, right? Your daily abilities, doing your dailies will give you points that will later on be used by your guild to unlock the raids. You have to get so many for the guild to be able to unlock the raid. So it's really important that you log in daily, right? Now, also, at this point, this is kind of where you get to decide, do I want to be casual? Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to be this? It's a really effective time. It's a really good time to kind of figure out what type of player you're going to be. Once you've unlocked 6, and again, like when you start hitting these dailies, when you start being rewarded for the dailies, you're going to go from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 very quickly. In fact, when I did this, I went from 6 to 8 in a matter of like 2 or 3 minutes. It was really quick. But with level 6, or after level 6, you hit level 7. Level 7 is where you unlock Cantina. Now, what's really important to remember about the Cantina battles, or the Cantina nodes, is while the hard nodes on the light side and the dark side are there for you to specifically to unlock characters, those are like the really good characters. Some of the best characters are on these hard nodes. Cantina is where some of the other characters are going to be unlocked. Now, what's great about this is right now you have been using nothing but your basic energy. Your basic energy refreshes at a specific rate, but once you're out of it, you either have to use crystals to, unlock more energy, to use more energy, or you just have to wait. Cantina is a second stream of energy, which allows you to, one, especially early on in the game, continue to play, continue to unlock characters, continue to be connected to the game. It is very important that you use this energy strategically, but that you actually use it. Because once you hit whatever level cap your energy is set at, and your energy level cap will increase every time you increase a level, you stop gaining energy, right? You can gain bonus energy at specific times within the day. I think there's 3 times within light side. There's once within Cantina. But once you've achieved that limit, once you've hit that limit, you stop gaining. So it's important to make sure that you use your energy effectively and strategically. Now, one of the things that I love about the Cantina battles is there's some really cool, really fun characters early on that are very, very useful. But you can unlock, or as you're trying to gain levels, go ahead, do your dailies in Cantina, do your dailies in for everything. It's very important. After you're unlocking Cantina, right after you've been playing with the Cantina for a little bit, you'll probably get to not level 9 pretty quickly. I don't believe that there is an actual thing that happens at level 8, but at level 9 is when you unlock your shipments. Now, shipments is the first. It's one of the stores in Galaxy of Heroes, and one of the things that's most important to remember with shipments is that you can buy things. Now, buy things with in-game currency. You can either spend the credits that you've earned through your battles, or you can spend crystals. Now, I highly advise you to save your crystals for anything else besides these purchases. The value to crystal cost really isn't that good, and if you spend your crystals on energy refreshes, which normal energy is only 50 crystals, whereas Cantina energy is 100 crystals, you're going to have way more bang for your buck, and it's going to go a lot further in the getting you up, getting you leveled, getting you geared, getting you everything. So especially early on, especially if you're not someone who's sure you're going to continue playing, this is definitely what you want to focus on. Right here, avoid spending money on crystal, or avoid spending your crystals on character shards. I do recommend that if you do decide to play, and this is just my personal feeling, you spend your money how you want to. When I play this game, I only spend money on crystals. I buy crystal packs maybe once a month, once every couple of months, and it allows me to kind of stay competitive. It allows me to have fun with it. You don't need to buy money or to spend money to play this game. It does help in some areas, but if you're a casual player and you don't have the money, you're still going to be fine. Find a good guild that you'll enjoy and just have fun with it. But I gotta say, guys, don't use your crystals on stuff like this. Use them on energy refreshes. It'll help you get gear faster. It'll help you increase the character's levels faster. And it'll help you stay competitive. That's what I do, and I do all right. Now, to wrap this all up, it doesn't take very long to get to level 10. This video, I've got everything running at twice speed, and even still, like right now, I think I'm at level 7 or 8. it's a very quick climb to level 10. In fact, you probably don't even need this video, but you've watched it, at which I have to say thank you. The most important thing at this point, though, guys, is have fun with it, right? Just enjoy it. Personally, this is my third account that I've created. I have my main account, which I use most of the time, right? I've been playing since pretty close to launch, probably about a month after, a week, even a couple weeks after launch. I love this game. I've had a good run with this game. I've really enjoyed it. I've played probably pretty close to every day, with a handful of exceptions, over the last couple of years, and I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with that main account I have. I am not a free to play player. I do spend from time to time, but these two accounts that I'll be showing you with this climb are free to play, 100%, and it's something that I want to show you that can be done. Guys, I love this game. I think it's a ton of fun. Whether you do or not, I am curious as to your thoughts. Now, this has just been the first 10 levels, right, at double speed, at 4-point speed as well. So quadruple, whatever that is, 8 times speed. I don't know, but this has been the first 10 levels. Stay tuned. I'll be putting out the next 10 levels, 11 through 20, later on this week, early next, and I'll be doing this periodically as these things grow. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section below. My goal is to answer questions. My goal is to facilitate and help you guys grow into the game. If you guys want to play this game, I want to be there. In the section below, you will find a few different links. One is my Discord channel. You can join me on Discord. I try to answer questions. I try to be active. The community is fairly active. Discord is a great place to find questions and helps and tips on this game. I have a link for mine, and then from there, if you want to find a bunch of other ones, feel free. There's a lot of great communities out there. 2, I have a link to the Going Nerdy swag store where you can check out the Going Nerdy swag. I also have a link to my Funko collection. I'm kind of an avid Funko collector. I really like him. I say avid. I like him a lot. And then finally, guys, and most importantly, and this is the one thing that I recommend to everyone, in the link below, you will find a link for 1 free trial for Audible. Sign up for Audible. You get 1 month for free, 2 free audiobooks, and hundreds, maybe hundreds of thousands even, of other books that are just completely available to Audible listeners. And if you travel, if you drive, if you shovel snow, if you take runs on the beach, I don't care. Audible is a great thing for people. And Star Wars has a lot of great audiobooks. I love the Star Wars audiobooks. Just hands down think they're wonderful. But if you want to try out and support the channel, you get everything for free. You cancel in a month, you're good. You don't pay a dime, but you still help the channel. Give it a shot, guys. It's worth it. 100%. That being said, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the section below. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Like, subscribe, share. Click that bell icon to be notified anytime I post a video. And as always, my friends, smile. Stay nerdy.